Welcome to our dear listeners. In today's special session, we are diving deep into the profound journey of reshaping one's identity and the immense power of our mindset and how it can hold over our lives, our body, our future, and our community. Hi, my name is Helia Singh. I'm a wealth coach and I can help you to uh, become wealthy and become financially free with confidence. But in today's episode, as part of our Empowering Voices podcast, which this special one is interviewing female coaches, I brought a very special coach to introduce to you, and that's right from Dubai in United Arab Emirates. So I've got Aisha here. So Aisha she's a mental fitness coach, so who has personally actually gone through that transformative journey, and now guides others on their to mental strength and self-realization. Her story resonates with so many of us, and she will share insights and about how her experience shaped her life, and I'm sure and then we all can learn that how we can consciously redirect our thoughts for more fulfilling life. So without further ado, I would like to welcome Aisha Abdulqader from Dubai. Welcome, Aisha.
Hi, Helia. How are you doing? Thank you
uh,
very much for the beautiful introduction.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate that. Before we start the record, I was just saying to you that how much I admire the work you're doing. So I'm from that region as well, and I know even though many of our listeners are from Europe and other countries, but I know that the women from especially Middle East and Africa and that side of the world, that how much this is such a big step for them to become like the woman that you are in today, and you are holding the torch and guiding and coaching those women who really need the help. Well done to you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I agree with you. I can say it's very courageous step that each woman can take. And yeah, I'm blessed for being where I am today.
Thank you. Well, without further ado, if it's okay, I'm going to ask you some questions. So this way our audience can get to know more about you and how you could help them in their journey. Is it okay?
Yeah, sure. Let's start.
Okay, great. My first question would be this, that can you begin by sharing with us a little more about your earlier life experience and how they began to shape your identity today?
Yeah. So, as an individual, like many people, they go through childhood trauma. So I was one of them, and so I had multiple traumas. At the different stages of my life, and I've been in a stage that well, sometimes when you are going through trauma, hardships in your life, you don't know how to come out of that chaos, and all of that self-sabotaging thoughts that you have. And I consider myself lucky enough to find my path. I started in 2019 the path of coaching after a very difficult time I had. And so I remember in 2019 sitting on the sofa after, maybe a few days of trauma. And I was thinking, okay, how I can stop attracting trauma into my life. I mean, for how long? And suddenly I heard a voice, from within that you have to do something about it. You need to change. You need to do something, and I listen to that. Most of us, when we go through hardships, we listen. We have this voice within us that tells us what to do and all, but not necessarily listen to it. But I listened at that point, and that was the first, I can say, sparkle of of starting the path that I am in right now. So from that moment, I started to search for, of course, coaching was in my mind for a long time, but I didn't know how to do it, where to go. So I started asking and researching, and finally, I found an institution, started the journey, and I can say that it was one of the most powerful decisions that I took really in my life, that transformed my life like hugely, profoundly. And I consider it as a journey that, of course, it will never end. But that was the time that, my journey started, and I'm really happy to be here and share with other women my story on your platform, Helia.
Thank you, Aisha. I know, in fact, and just want to, put more lights on this to my audience, that Aisha got her coaching certification through Coaching Federation, which is the highest, institution in the world for allowing people to, become a coach. And having that certification, that means a lot. That means that you already know what you're doing, even though you may be, just in the early years in your career as a coach. But I'm sure in your life, you already got enough experience to let you become the coach that you are today. And that actually brought me to the next question. You touched briefly on those trauma that you have attracted in your life and feeling being unlucky. So, and we all know that, especially us women, we like to label ourselves. We like to put ourselves in the box and say, that's it. And whenever you notice that that tag of being unlucky is actually detrimental to your growth, and you need to do something about it. Because I know, in fact, in my work, with women, so they say, oh, I'm not good with money. So that's it. So they just label themselves as somehow this is a way to justify not taking action because they think they are not good with money. But in your experience, what is that unlucky tag? How did you overcome that?
Yeah, I think you highlighted very important thing that, as you said, many women go through it. I didn't know that it's a label and tag before starting my coaching journey. I used to sometimes make fun of it. So yeah, it happened to me because I'm unlucky, and things used to happen, in a like let's say not pleasant way to me, and it was because I was labeling myself as unlucky, and not creative person, not beautiful person. So after I came to coaching, I realized that, oh, I used to label myself. That's why I was attracting. So that was like a aha moment for me to understand that, okay, this is from my mind. This is from my own mindset, and I need to change that. So paying attention to one of the things that really helped me, especially with the mental fitness and positive intelligence, is that I became aware literally of the types of my thoughts, especially like the victim mindset, because of the incidences that happened in my life. The victim mindset used to be present most of the time, and yeah, and I can say that how paying attention, although it may seem very simple, but how powerful it is to pay attention to the quality of our thoughts and how they are impacting our emotions and our life, at the end of the day. So yeah, that was a big shift. Coaching, mental fitness, and all of those programs that I've been through, it was really transformational for me.
Wow, that's amazing. So now, I mean, in your view, if somebody wants to go through that path of self-realization to see where else in their life they've been labeled themselves, what is your advice as a coach? How should they start that journey?
Yeah, as I said, it's just by paying attention, being self-aware. I mean, self-awareness is so important in the process of personal development and, growth in our life. So, first of all, to pay attention to your thoughts. Give yourself this permission. And of course, in this journey of self-awareness, there are lots of things which are so crucial. And one of them is acceptance. Accepting that, yes, okay, I am a human being, I have this kind of thoughts, and of course, I need to pay attention to them. Being honest with ourselves, I accept that I have, okay, so what they are telling me, am I honest with myself? And also setting the intention to change, to use the tools and techniques to learn, in order to create new habits. So I find these are the foundational recipe, let's say, for self-awareness and transformation.
That's great. I really love that you said, because it seems that even though our line of work are different, but it just shows that how much at the end of the day we all follow the same recipe, and that's it. So, and people need just to trust the formula, trust the journey, and of course, it's just people will get to that realization at their own pace, but the journey and the formula is the same. Just, and the importance of that self-acceptance, I can say that this is an amazing part, because so many people, we just try to ignore it because we feel that shame about our mistakes or shortcomings, or as you mentioned, like, okay, I'm not lucky enough, or I'm not beautiful enough, or whatever. But just if we accept who we are, then we can go ahead and fix things if it's needed to fix. But sometimes we are in the illusion of that, oh, something wrong with it, because we've been labeling ourselves that about that. And yeah, this is amazing. So, okay, for the sake of our listeners, let's say if somebody comes to you and they want to start their coaching with you, to, let's say, yes, that mental fitness coaching sessions with you. So if you want to just put it in a maybe like 3 pillars or 5 pillars of what is the steps you take them through, so then they will get a bit of taste of what to expect if they reach out to you for your sessions.
Yeah, first of all, of course, I'm going to give them an assessment. Free assessment is totally free for them to understand, like, what type of the what are the types of, like, negative thoughts or self-sabotaging thoughts that they have, the description of it. And this assessment is totally confidential, and it will be sent to their email. Then I'm going to explain to them, the process, so how it works, how mental fitness works, and it is by building new neural pathways in their brain. So they will literally build new habits, with the tools and techniques that we are providing them or providing the clients with. We will start usually the mental fitness journey, let's say, with a foundational program, which is, for me, it's 7 weeks positive intelligence program. And this program is a complete package. It comes with, everything ready for the client to start. But the crucial thing here is commitment. Commitment is so important for me, when I talk to the clients, because without commitment and without application, we will not find any result. So it's so important for the clients to be so committed to what they do and believe in it. And of course, this program, as I said, is 7 weeks. There are lots of materials that we will provide to the clients. Shall I explain them, or?
Sure, whatever you like. Let's say I'm a client and we're just talking in that initial assessment just to see, okay, what is the steps? So this way, my audience, they already know what to expect.
Yeah. So let me before that tell you what are the results of the
Yes,
positive
please.
intelligence program. And I want to tell you, Helia, I'm applying this concept for around 3 years now, and I'm fascinated by the results that I'm getting. The results will be healthy relationships because the person will literally learn the tools and techniques to apply them. They will reach to their peak performance. They know how to deal with their self-sabotaging thoughts, how to utilize the powers that they have in their brain, and also less stress and improved resilience throughout time. This is so crucial, especially when we go through challenges in life. So the person, when he or she enters the program, they will get like 1 hour weekly video. There is an app that they work on it for like 10 to 15 minutes per day. It's just only 3% of the time of the whole day that they have. So 3% only. And I think we deserve to spend at least that 3% for us as a self-care. So there is meetings with me, there are assessments, there are audiobook that we are providing to the clients, a global community that they can communicate with other people who are doing the same program around the world.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. That's great. Look, you spoke about something very, very important here, and that's the commitment and the daily commitment. Or the way I put it is just, we have to, when we go to gym, so the muscle, just only with one time you go to gym, you are not going to build up a muscle. It needs to be, a regular visit to the gym, or a regular fitness, whether it's a diet or, gym membership, whatever it is, so to get to the result that we want. But when it comes to more intangible result, such as in coaching and that inner transformation, that daily commitment, absolutely important. And having the power of community, I think that's a very, very important one, because sometimes we feel maybe, okay, I'm not progressing as much, or there are some questions, but when you are surrounded by people to be in the same boat per se, so yeah, it feels good that we are there for each other and help each other. That's amazing. It just brings me to another question that, okay, you started your coaching just before COVID. I'm sure the COVID times must have been a very challenging time for many people, especially when it comes to their mindset. And that was for everybody in the world, but especially in that area. So do you have any, let's say, experience with any clients that during that time, you will be able to shift their mindset, and what was the result for them?
I had many clients. I've taken many clients through the mental fitness program and also coaching. I think for me, the coaching and the journey that I started exactly came at the proper time. So I started it, and I remember I had a client whom I did the coaching session for her, and she was in Italy. And so it was a time that we were in pandemic, especially in Italy. If you remember, Helia, at the beginning of the pandemic, people were so much under pressure, and so they stayed at home, never gone outside and all. So we were in quarantine. And I remember we did the coaching session for her, and she was a heart patient, so she did a surgery, and she came to the coaching session, and she started to, we started to help her to tap into her feelings, and it was something new for her. And of course, I remember, she started to talk, and she felt the release and relief after the coaching session, and she really thanked me for that, because for some people it would be very, very difficult to keep themselves vulnerable during the coaching sessions, and and release and let go of those stuck emotions that they have within themselves. So that was one of the cases that I never forget. Of course, there are lots of other examples as well. So this is one of the things that I can remember and share it with the audience.
Appreciate that. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time, for sharing your wisdom with us. You shed a very good light on the process of mental fitness and how our mindset influence our life. And of course, our identity. At the end of the day, it is our identity. And how we label ourselves. I really love that. I'm going to definitely use it in my coaching and with my clients, that yes, what labels we've been using for ourselves, and how we dictate our life, and how we even attract things to our life by using that label, and by just choosing different labels. As simple as that, it just opens a different door to our life and opportunities. Really appreciate for your wisdom. Thank you so much for your time. We'll loved it to have you here, and of course we're gonna put all your details in the comment section in the this video, so then everybody can reach out to you and get definitely I encourage all my clients, all my audience to have a session with you. So you have been generous to give them a free sessions, initial assessment. So I tell you guys, please take this opportunity and have a chat with Aisha. So, because this is about your life, your future, and this part of life is just governs everything else in your life. If we can't control our mindset, you can't control even your money, relationship, nothing else. So that's the foundation of who we are. Any last wisdom for us, Aisha, before we go?
So I would like to give one last, let's say, learning that I really realized that throughout my own journey, is that never attach your identity and self-worth to the hardships that you have gone through in the past. And start your healing journey.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, honestly, I needed to hear it. And I don't know how many other people out there that they can definitely resonate with this. It doesn't matter how successful we might be or where we live in the world. We all have some stuff in our past that sometimes is just creeps out and tries to govern our present. But what you said, yes, definitely, that's a great reminder to remember, not to let it be defined by our traumas and experiences. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Helia.
Well, to my dear listeners, again, thanks for watching and being here with us. I'm sure you have learned a lot from Aisha. Again, please take this opportunity and get in touch with her. And please put your comments there and share this video with those who need to see this, because I'm sure we all know someone who needs to work on their mindset. And until next episode, have a happy, healthy, wealthy life, and stay empowered and introspective. Have a great day. Bye for now.